Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do messages from the litter box. Day 2, messages number 3. Today is Sunday. It is June 28th, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk, the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates. It all might resonate. It might not. It's not affirmations. It's not a reading. I don't know what it is, but it's an ongoing telenovela. So we're going to see if anything comes out. We've got the Purring Prophet, messages from the litter box, Mercy Morgana. You can find this at ripeavocadowitch.com. Hey, baby. I just got done chasing the boys around because they attacked Harley, and she literally had cat hair everywhere. And I think it was just because they didn't get fed when I got home, even though I got home earlier than usual. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to chase you around and beat the shit out of you is what I'm going to do. I'm going to chase you around and make you anxious, just like you made her anxious, and just like you scratched and clawed at her. I'm going to make you anxious and see how you like it. And I don't know if it was Bubbles or Homer, but it was one of them or both of them. It's so freaking obnoxious. Just leave her alone. That's her, by the way. She's in here with me. She just was at the door wanting out, but I'm not letting her out. Not if they're going to cause a ruckus. I hope everybody had a good Sunday. So I came home and it's getting ready to rain. And I asked Alexa this morning, I said, rain? And she goes, no, there's like a 2% chance. And I look on WeatherBug and it's like, no rain. No, you're not getting rain. So I ask her and she goes, yeah, you got a 55% chance, 70% chance this evening. I literally said, you dumb. Like, I don't understand why when our weather is changing, like they're waiting until the last minute to tell us our weather is changing. Does anybody else feel like that's the case? And don't get me wrong, it was nice and sunny this morning, and I understand weather patterns change and all that. But you would think that there would have been some idea, especially if you're telling me there's a 55% chance now, then that means there was probably bigger than a 2% chance this morning, right? Maybe? We got one on the table. It just bugs me. And if you live in the Midwest and you do winters, you understand what I'm saying, because they do that with snow too. Like they will literally tell you in the morning, "Oh, no snow." And then you get to work and like 4 hours later, it's like a freaking blizzard. How is that no snow? Or they'll tell you, "Oh, you have a 1% chance of snow," and then you get 10 inches. That is 100% chance of snow, not one. Like, do the math. I don't know. It's just so confusing to me. Like I just feel like they're trying to hide the weather from us. Like they don't want us to know until the last minute. And Illinois has had so many tornado warnings and sightings, like in the last, I don't know, like month and a half, 2 months, and literally not finding out until the last fucking minute. And I get it. It's part of the administration because they don't want to have it. They don't want to let you know that you're going to die in a storm. They just want it to happen. So I get it. But it's just so alarming and obnoxious. It just started to rain. Harley, I don't think that's a bug, babe. I think that's your hair or fuzzy floating in the air. Harley. It's like a little fuzzy hair thingy. Okay, are you going to send me any more cards or like what are we doing here? I almost want to take this card. I really almost want to take this card. Okay, we're going to do 2 more shuffles. If I need to, I'm going to look for that card when I'm done, because as soon as I saw the card, I was like, what now? What are you telling me? Because it goes with the card that's on the table. It really does. Last shuffle. Baby, lay down. Take a load off. You're not going to get harassed. The boys aren't in here. You got all the litter boxes. Not all of them, but most of them. I think you're good. The card that it's the bottom of the deck. They're the only 2 cards on the table. That was the one card that fell out, and this is bottom of the deck, and it's the card. Bottom of the deck. I am not stuck. I meant to do this. If I look panicked, you're imagining it. This was the plan all along. Okay, this morning, the reading that was the continuation of yesterday's. So if you didn't watch the one from yesterday, if you didn't watch the one from this morning, yesterday's was somebody was defending somebody behind the scenes. And like they wanted somebody to know, like, I defend you, like I'm your person, I defend you. But not like in an ego way. And it was a very much, it was a beautiful message, and it was also very much divinely guided. Like God was in that message. Like there's something about 2 people in a connection where someone protects another person, and God is in that. Like that is like whatever that is protected, and that person was protecting another person. This morning it was somebody had told somebody off. Somebody had told somebody off and protected their person. And when they told that person off, there was like backlash. And the person felt like they couldn't leave the situation. They felt like they were stuck there. Like they were trying to almost like they were trying to hide from the person that they told off for the other person. And then they felt like they were getting backlash. So they were trying to hide from whatever was like the fallout, basically. Bottom of the deck. I meant to do this. If I look panicked, you're imagining it. This was the plan all along. Top of the deck is one of the cards from the reading yesterday. I have a boo-boo, pity me, a single scratch, a dramatic limp. You must worship me until I recover. There's still... Okay. Okay, let me show you what fell out. Let me show you the bottom of the deck, because we only have the 2 cards for the reading. We've got the zoomies have possessed me. I must sprint at full speed for reasons beyond mortal comprehension. And this is the one that I saw, and then I shuffled anyway, twice, and it came back out. It was bottom of the deck. I have decided it's playtime. It does not matter what you are doing. The hunt begins now. Call me crazy, but whoever that person was that was protecting their person, they're coming for them. They're coming for them. I must sprint at full speed for reasons beyond mortal comprehension. Sounds like something I would say. It does not matter what you are doing. The hunt begins now. They fought for them behind the scenes. This is top of the deck. They fought for them behind the scenes. They're going to fight for them now. Like this is someone that's going to come towards a person and tell them everything. Like this is what happened. I got stuck somewhere, or somebody said something to me, or somebody did something to me, and I was under somebody's control, or I was a part of a friend group I shouldn't have been a part of. There's going to be something. Like somebody's going to come towards a person and be like, I was defending you because I love you, because you're my person, and I will keep fighting for you. Like this person is ready to come forward. They plan to come forward all along. They plan to come forward all along. Was that this morning or was that yesterday? I'm trying to look for... I want the cards from the other reading is what I want. Okay, that one. That one was the third one. Was that part of the reading? I should have looked at the videos. I think that was a different reading. Not the high ground. Not the fits and sits. Not the paper shredder. You moved the couch? No. Oh, wait, was that this morning? This was from this morning. I can't remember how many cards were this morning. That... I think that was yesterday and this morning. That one. Was that one in the reading? I think that was a different reading like a few days ago. I made biscuits worship me. I feel like that was not it. I have big thoughts. I will eat the string. Some of the little catchphrases, like at the top, I remember. It's just... All right, well, I kind of sort of got... Hey, baby. Maybe that was the one that was yesterday. I don't see another one, though, about retreating. I could have sworn there was like two that said something about hiding. But maybe I'm just imagining it. Yeah. Because this is now. Yeah, they got into it with another person, defending somebody. They want this person to know that they protected them, that they fought for them. But they kind of felt like they felt like they had to hide, like they were stuck there in the situation, because there was some kind of like backlash, some kind of backlash. Because this was from this morning. And it's like somebody wasn't comfortable with having to retreat, having to hide, but they didn't know what else to do. And it's like now with this reading, it's like, okay, I'm ready. I'm coming forward. I got something to say. Like I'm gonna chase somebody. Like I have something to say. I have to say something. I have to come forward and I have to say something. And they're coming in wanting to fight. They're coming in wanting to fight. So like if their person has no idea what's going on, like they might not even technically be their person yet. This could be like a friend, it could be like an ex-lover, it could be somebody that was never really a lover, but two people connected on a deeper level and then just never got together. But somebody is like coming in, they're going to fight for this. Because it gives like the other person might not even know. And I said that yesterday. Like this person probably doesn't even know that somebody's fighting for them behind the scenes. This is somebody that's probably had to fight for themselves. And again, it's not like ego driven. It's not like they're like, "Oh, look at me, I fought for you." No, it's like they want them to know, like, I loved you the whole time. I fought for this the whole time. I fought for you the whole time. You maybe didn't see it. You weren't paying attention. You were busy. But I was fighting the whole time. And waiting, maybe waiting. And they're going to come in and somebody, like, they might be a little nervous, they might be a little nervous. They could possibly like trip over some words or something, but this is this person's plan. Like their plan was to come forward all along and say, no, like I was always behind the scenes rooting for you. I always had your back. No bubbles. We're in lockdown in here. You'll have to wait for your food, you meanie. He'll probably throw up because he'll be a big baby. You know how he is. You know how he is. Poor baby. She thought I was chasing her and I was upset with her. I wasn't upset with her. I was upset with the boys because they took a chunk of fur out of her, like, and I want to say it was Homer, but it could have been Bubbles. It could have been both of them. They both look guilty. I'm not stuck. I meant to do this. It's almost like, and take how it resonates. It's almost like somebody maybe felt left out and went towards like a friend group or a family group to bide time and kind of got stuck there. When you surround yourself with like negative energy and laziness and all that kind of stuff, like you take that on. I mean, let's just be honest, you take that on. Unless you are of such a high vibration that you can get somebody else to high vibe. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they're low vibrational. I'm just saying, like, sometimes we don't realize that certain people we hang out with, like, they're not where we are. And sometimes that can rub off. I mean, I've been low vibrational. I know what that is. Like I've had that happen to me. I can be honest, I can say that. And I will tell you now, like I don't even consider myself the highest of vibration now. Like I just do what I do and I love what I do and that's all I know. You want to look at me and call me high vibrational, then do that. If you want to look at me and call me low vibrational, then do that. I don't really care. I vibe on the vibe that I vibe when I vibe on it. And every day is probably different. Because like I've said a million times, I'm human. I have good days, I have bad days. But that's the thing. We could get stuck with friends, family, lovers that aren't on the same level as us, but we don't really notice that, right? Because we like them, like might have some things in common with them and you like talking with them and hanging out with them, so you don't really notice. And it's like somebody got stuck somewhere. I don't like using that term, you know that, but like somebody got into a situation waiting maybe for another person to come around, and then, or maybe waiting for another person that didn't even exist at the time, right? And then like this person comes in, or this person is finally, like they feel like there's an opening, like I can go and say something or do something, and then someone from this group says something bad about them, and they're like, whoa, hold up, like why are you talking about so and so, like they're a good person, like we're friends, da 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 da. The thing is whatever this connection is, whether these two people know it or not, like I said in the first reading yesterday, like there's some kind of divine protection there. God is in this union. Like this, to me, this is a relationship. Like to me, this is a couple that's supposed to be together. Like somebody was defending someone behind the scenes, like to the death. Like, no, I'm standing on business. I'm defending this person. And this other person didn't know it. And like I said, they're probably just not part of that group. Whether they're all, I don't know, like family, friends, coworkers, neighbors. And it's funny because this is all from the perspective of the person that was defending the other person. But they're coming in, man. They're coming in. And the plan all along, like they were waiting all along. Like maybe they got in a fight with somebody and they thought somebody was going to come back around, and that person didn't come back around, so they were waiting and hanging out with these people, and then some shit went down and some gossip was started, and this person's like, whoa, hold up, what are we doing here? And they defended somebody that they were waiting for. Hi, hello, what's with the paw? Thank you for the paw kiss. I mean, you can jump on the table, but I'm just going to throw you down. I mean, if you defend somebody, a lover, a possible lover, a friend, and somebody comes back with some type of backlash, I mean, how long are you going to wait before you realize, fuck it? Like, I can't put my my life on hold. Like, if I want this other person, I need to go and I need to say something and I need to tell them what's been going on. Because that's what this gives. It gives like something hidden behind the scenes, and someone was waiting for like the right moment to say something, but like they said something to someone that they quote unquote shouldn't have, and then they felt like they were waiting, like they were stuck there. I swear to God, there was another card. I don't think it was the biscuit one. It's not the blurry butt. It's not the cucumber. It's not the closed door. I think I'm just imagining things. I think the one was in both readings. I don't think it was that. Could be a ghost, could be my own tail. Either way, I will attack immediately. Yeah, because none of these other ones fit. So it must have been those four, and then one of them was in the reading this morning. I don't know, y'all. Somebody's coming towards somebody to tell them a saga. Like somebody's gonna learn some stuff that was going on behind the scenes, behind their back, that they had no idea was going on. And like I said, somebody was defending them, protecting them the whole time as best they could. And God, whatever this connection is, like I said, it feels like lovers. It feels like soulmates. Like it was protected. Like two people were protected. And that's probably part of the reason why this person is running in too. Like at some point you got to realize, like, A, you got to live your own life. You got to do what you need to do. And B, they probably realized, like, they were feeling that pull, like, okay, like now's the time, like now I have to say something, like now is it. And it's funny that yesterday and today this reading came out, because I was just watching one of my favorite readers on TikTok. I started watching her after I got out of work on the way home, and she said that I don't usually keep track of, like, stuff. I just don't. Like, there's so much stuff that goes on with planets and all that stuff. Like, I'm a moon girl, I'm a sun girl. That's pretty much all I keep track of, you know? And even then, sometimes I forget, like full moon, half moon, new moon, you know. I just know that I love the moon and I love the sun. And they're both a part of my world and will be until the day I pass. But she had mentioned that Mars is moving out of Taurus and into Gemini. And basically, if you don't really know, like, signs, like Taurus is more of like a slow moving energy, and Gemini is more of a fast paced. You know, Geminis tend to have a lot of energy, a lot of get and go, pick up and go kind of thing. Um, we tend, I'm a Gemini, so we tend to be labeled chaotic and flighty, and, like, we flit about, like little fairies, like little bugs, like little bees. So I think she said for the next 2-ish weeks, like, things are going to start to pick up and change pace. Like, things that were going slow and things that were moving slow, things that maybe seemed like they weren't moving at all, now they're going to move. And it's funny because these cards fell out, and it's just like all of a sudden, like, okay, I'm coming towards my person. I'm coming towards my person because I'm ready to fight for this. Like, I'm going to tell them I have been fighting for this. And it's also Cancer season. We're not in Gemini season anymore. We haven't been for a week. Like last week, I think it went into Cancer season. I'm an eighth. I'm June 8th. So, like, I'm like middle-ish ground. So I never really pay attention to, like, I know one of my friend is the beginning of Gemini season. So when her birthday hits, I know it's Gemini season, because she's literally a Gemini Taurus cusper. Like, she could be a Taurus. Actually, I always thought she was a Taurus. I think on another timeline she was. I'm just saying. I think I've talked about that before too. Like, when her and I first met, she was my boss at Yankee Candle, and I'm pretty sure she was a Taurus. And then, like, 3 years ago, I looked up her birthday, and it was like, oh, Gemini, you're a Gemini, you're a Gemini. Because I just got to be honest, she has what could be considered a few, like, Gemini traits, but she puts off very Taurusy energy. Even, like, maybe Aries energy. Like, she probably has Aries in her chart. I'm just saying. Sometimes those timelines, they scoot and they merge. But yeah, so it kind of makes sense, because if Mars is going into Gemini, everything's going to pick up, everything's going to move. It might seem a little more chaotic. And with it being Cancer season, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces are water signs. Water signs tend to be emotional beings, whether they show it or not. And like this is giving like somebody like just jumping up and being like, okay, nope, I'm going towards my person. And when this person comes in towards their person to tell them everything, it could get pretty emotional. It could get pretty emotional. I could see it. And like I said, this, whatever this was someone's plan all along. Like they were always going to come towards somebody. Maybe they just kept feeling like they were getting delayed and then having to defend them behind the scenes. Like maybe they felt like they needed to stay there to defend somebody behind the scenes to try and change people's minds. I don't know. But like I said, it's almost like they were waiting the whole time to do this. Like, now I'm ready. I'm going towards my person. I'm going to tell them everything. Like I said, in the original reading, it was all divinely guided. God blessed it. It's some kind of soulmate type of connection. And like I said, soulmate could be anything, right? Soulmate could be your brother, or your dog. But like, to me, it's giving lovers. To me, it's giving like, and if it's not lovers, like this would be like friends, like to the end kind of thing, like ride or die kind of thing. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope it resonates. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I am gonna do a love reading because I was gonna do it this morning and then got kind of caught up having longer readings than I thought I was gonna. So I'm gonna do a love reading and I'll post that as well. I hope everybody has a lovely evening, and I will talk to you later. Bye.